Hey, 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 it's that time. It is Monday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know what? It's time for Mystical Monday Live. I am your host, Dr. Dawn. I am excited. We got a good program for you guys tonight. I am going to be discussing a lot of things relating to our cosmic selves. So we're going to get ready for that. I want y'all to go get what you need, get yourselves together, get yourselves ready to be enlightened. And then we're going to count it down in 30. And I will see you back here in 30. Let's count it down. Hey, y'all. Hey, it is Dr. Dawn. I am here. It's Monday night. Oh, look at my hair, y'all. It's going everywhere. Hold on one second. Let me get my TikTok together over here. This is coming in a little bit slowly. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yeah, there it is. All right, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. How is everybody tonight? Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey. Yes, sir. I'm going to let everybody come on in. I logged on to TikTok a little bit later tonight, so they are coming in right now. Let's give them a chance to come in the room. Whew. Y'all, it's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a lot going on. We are moving. We are shifting. We are in a place of just newness. I don't know if y'all can feel it. We are in the rebuilding, or should I say reintegrating stage, baby. We are putting it all together. It is all starting to come together. I know it is because I see it in myself. I see it within all of you in my one-on-one sessions, and I'm seeing and feeling it now in the collective, in the energy. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, look, let me get this hair together, y'all. I got all this, I got air blowing in here so I don't get too hot. And it's blowing my hair everywhere. Hey, y'all, hey on TikTok. Come on in, come on in. Yay, yay, yay. Y'all, I feel so good tonight. I feel so good. Um, where do I start? Just where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? Um, I just want many of you to know who have been following me for a while on this spiritual journey, because it's been a journey. I was looking back over some of the old videos that I posted on YouTube a while ago, and just to watch the evolution in myself, as well as kind of the awareness of where we were 2 3 4 years ago, in comparison to now. And it's just so exciting to see how far we've come, and then how far we're going to be going, as we continue to move on this forward trajectory. Yeah, no more slip sliding, no more like being out of alignment. We kind of got it now, and we're on this steady momentum and this steady kind of pace and this steady movement. You know, last week I made the statement. I said, "Oh, you know what, you guys, I don't mean to sound like I'm coming from a place of ego, but I feel like if you're not awakened by now, you're pretty much not going to be. But let me just say this. I feel like if you are not awakened by now, it is by choice. Yeah, because all of the frequencies here on the planet support everyone evolving and moving to another level and another place in their awareness. So if you're not doing that, it's because you're choosing not to at this point, because it's knocking you down. It can't help but knock you down at this point. So I'm saying that because many of us who were concerned, like before this whole awakening really hit, everybody was like, how's it going to happen, and how are we going to go forward, and what if we leave people behind, and how are we going to start to detach, and And now we're kind of seeing it's kind of flowing in this evolutionary flow, if you will, where things are just moving and shaking and happening, and others that don't align with us are disappearing and being moved out the way. And so it's just nice to see this roll out, but it's also nice to see those through a clear lens who you just know aren't going with you and are not with you right now. And it's okay. It's all right. Because they may never be with you. And that's all right too, because it is aligning you and putting you in a place that you came here to be in. So, just always tip your hat off at yourself. The more you move forward and the more you align, and the more your circle gets smaller for now, because the circle is coming, y'all. Yeah, y'all, divinely assigned circle is headed your way. So if you've been in hermit mode, or things have been lonely, or it's been silent, just enjoy this, because it's getting ready to pick up. It's getting ready to pick up. And the people and the beings are coming towards you. Okay, TikTok is coming in. I see you guys are in here on YouTube. Let's talk a little bit about what we came here to talk about tonight. Everybody, we are actually becoming divine antennas for cosmic information. You guys are a walking, living, breathing antenna. You got a signal that you are catching, that is coming to you and through you, and a signal that you're sending out. You send it out a signal, and you get a signal that is coming in through your antenna. Y'all are walking, living, breathing cosmic antennas. I say that because I posted on my social media today, me doing a little boxing, a little kickboxing. I paused to record a little bit of it for you guys, just to show you how, or one of the things that I do sometimes to get my movement going, so that I can become a cosmic antenna and receive these divine downloads. I don't sit and meditate. I don't. I don't chant. I don't say affirmations. I get moving to get insight and guidance from spirit regarding information that I am seeking, or that I am being guided to bring into my channel. So I wanted to show you guys that today, because I'm very non-traditional in everything that I do as it relates to spirituality and spiritual concepts. And I want to be that mirror for some of you, so that you know that the way that things have been taught and shown to us in previous realities or dimensional realms doesn't necessarily apply right now where you are. So, baby, kickboxing, jumping on the trampoline, walking outside, doing a little aerobic exercise, that'll get me in my meditative state. Make sure you guys are tapping into and finding what is your thing that you do that helps and assists you with tapping into spirit and opening up your channel, so that you can receive divine information and guidance, okay? Cuz it ain't nothing that is etched in stone and that you must do. You do what aligns with you. How about that? All right, let's talk a little bit tonight about you guys receiving cosmic intelligence. Yeah, y'all not secret agents, but y'all are agents for source. Yes, you are. Many of you are being rewired, if you will, so that you can be aligned to receive and interpret the information with more clarity. And some of you are being upgraded, like getting your systems rebooted and upgraded, so that you can even understand the steps and the paths and the directions that you now need to take to start enhancing, if you will, your system. All right. So we are now activating our inner sight. Now, you may say, Dr. Dawn, what do you mean your inner sight? You're activating your inner sight because you're becoming a match now for a higher calibrated information. Do you guys understand what that means? Higher calibrated information. So, as you guys continue to awaken, the layers keep getting pulled back. They keep getting pulled back and pulled back and pulled back and pulled back. Just think of the layer that was pulled back when we first came into an awareness of ascension in general, that we were going to ascend beyond our normal state of awareness and being that we had experienced lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. That was one layer. the concept of ascension. Remember that, y'all? Seem like the good old days, don't it? Now we are all the way up to information being revealed that even relates to like 3i Atlas. We're all the way up there now from where we came. That's what I mean by layers. The layers keep going and going and going and going and going. Well, now you guys are starting to match yourselves and calibrate for this higher information based on where you are. So, what one person may receive as higher information, I may have said, "Oh, I already knew that. Oh, I got that already." Or what I get, somebody else may say, "Oh, that's where you are. Okay, I didn't know that. I hadn't gotten there yet, or I hadn't heard of." Like higher for wherever you are. And so when you look at where you are in this calibration process, don't compare it to somebody else. You can't do that because you're getting higher as it relates to where your soul is and what you came here to do. Now, a lot of us going to tap out. Some of y'all going to tap out at certain levels because what you came here to do don't require all that extra stuff. So you probably are going to find yourself at a standstill at some point or plateauing. See, you would like for me to say, "Oh, we just gonna keep going and going and going and going and going and going till we're so high vibe and we're so high frequency that we're literally gonna turn into and transmute into energy, and then we won't have this physical avatar." No, no, no. Everybody ain't getting to that part in this lifetime. You will get to as far of a point in frequency and awareness as your blueprint dictates. Because, baby, your blueprint is unique to you. Now, I saw a young lady on TikTok. She did videos. She's like, we're not operating from any blueprints anymore. She said, we are here to just be, no more blueprints. Like she was really getting frustrated with people talking about they are moving from a place of their divine blueprint. She was getting mad at that. She's like, it doesn't exist anymore. Not in this new awareness. That was our old awareness. Now, I agree with her to a certain extent, but then I don't. Because Dr. Dawn is at a point where she is literally just being. But in the process of me just being, I am in a place where I'm calm and connected, and more is being revealed to me. So, as I'm just being and more is being revealed to me, I'm expanding my outlook and my path on what I thought I was here to be, do, and to assist with. So I'm not disagreeing with her. We are. You're at a point now where you just be and let it roll out and flow out. But when it rolls out and flows out, you're gonna find yourself saying, that's interesting. Maybe I should do this then since I'm in this new awareness. Maybe I need to switch and change this and maybe add this. You're going to find yourself tweaking and doing stuff and adding stuff to your path that you hadn't thought about. Yeah. See, you guys understand and recognize that your heart chakra, baby, your heart chakra is sending out a signal. It's sending out a signal that is calling out to not only yourself into the universe, but it's sending out a signal to your soul families. Let me do something because I got to transition that better because I jumped from just being to sending out a signal for your soul family. Let me go back to the just being for a second because a lot of y'all don't know how to just be. Y'all know how many times I have had sessions and I'm explaining to people who say they're stagnant, they're stuck, they're bored. You ain't stagnant, you ain't stuck, you ain't bored. You're at peace and you don't know what peace feels like. So you identify peace as stagnancy, boredom, or not sure of what you should be doing. Being still. It's called peace. Many of you are at peace. You're in the peaceful stage and you are calibrating and adjusting to what peace looks and feels like. How many of y'all didn't know what that feel like? Dr. Dawn didn't. It took me about 2 years of being in it to realize, oh my God, oh my goodness, child, I'm at peace. No, I was one of the ones going, what should I be doing? What's my assignment? What's my next assignment? Let me maybe think to do this. Maybe I need to sit in silence and let spirit give me some more information. No. My spirit team said, girl, sit down, enjoy this peace. Align with peace. So I challenge anyone who says I'm bored or I'm stagnant. You're at peace. Start saying that. Shift your perspective and your wording and watch what happens. Watch what happens. Let's get used to being at peace. I wanted to say that part first. Okay, let me jump now. Let's jump now to you guys getting ready to meet up with your soul families because of your heart chakra. Now, in these activations and frequencies that are taking place right now, your heart chakra is sending out a signal. It's sending out a signal that has never been sent out before because you're at a point on the timeline now for this signal to come on out. Now, remember now, y'all got y'all antennas. Y'all are divine antennas for cosmic intelligence. So your antenna is now sending out, come on, bring my soul family in. I'm ready. I done hibernated enough. I done connected one-on-one enough. I'm tired of being by myself. Bring them on in. Bring them on in. Okay. So your heart chakra is doing that for you. It is sending out the signal to send your soul family to you. You made an agreement with your soul family prior to incarnating here to support each other during this next level of ascension that's coming. This next level is coming. Y'all on the brink of it. And it's going to require the assistance of your soul tribe, your soul family. Okay. These are not just your friends. These are not just friends that are coming in your life. These are your cosmic allies. Y'all get that? These are your cosmic allies. So these beings are coming towards you in human form. These humans that are your cosmic allies are coming towards you now to assist you on your soul mission because you guys are going to assist each other. You're going to be assisting each other in these next steps of your mission. So on this next step of your blueprint, you're going to meet up with these allies, but you're going to specifically be guided towards them. You're sending out the signals now, and they're sending their signals out, and the guidance is going to come. Okay, you're going to know when you hit them because they're not going to feel like strangers. It's going to feel like you're reuniting, baby, like it's a reunion. You're going to feel the connection to mission. That's the key thing right there. You're going to meet people who you're going to feel like you guys have similar missions. Well, first of all, you're going to meet them and you're going to recognize that there is a mission for you to complete. So let's wind it back a little bit. Remember that lady I told you on TikTok who says, we ain't got no blueprints. Y'all stop saying we operate from blueprints. You're supposed to just be. Okay. So if you're just being, then your mission, that's your mission, right? To just be. Who feels like they're just going to be in their totality of their own universe and their own self? What does that look like for you? It's just rhetorical. I'm asking y'all. What does that look like for you to be, just be in your universe? For Dr. Dawn, just being what I've decided and what I've aligned with and what I've created in my universe is to be an intuitive guide and spiritual messenger. Now, someone else might say, no, that you're still in the old paradigm because you're trying to do something. You're trying to help other people like awaken, or you're trying to use your intuitive gifts and abilities to assist someone else in their evolution. That's too much. You're just supposed to just be. But then Dr. Dawn would say, let me just be in my own universe, my own reality, in my own simulation. And if my own simulation and reality says or is aligned with me doing what I just said I'm going to do it. Do y'all get that? So I'm just being, but I'm being in a space and a place that I am choosing and creating to be in. I got to clarify that for you guys right now because it is going to be shown to you that gone are the days where you are assisting people with awakening. We're not doing that. We're not forcing. We're not judging. We're not pushing. We're not doing any of that. None of that. But we're in an energy where we feel compelled to unite with others who are similar in souls like awareness and frequency, and to join in on all of the things that we are learning and experiencing and that we are tapping into in our awareness in terms of what's to come. And that's okay to do that. That is okay to do that. So if you feel as if you're not just being, you're still in that movement of, okay, gotta be doing something, gotta be up. Be in an awareness at all times of what your universe looks like to you. Remember, you guys are your own universe. So when I saw that young lady on TikTok saying there are no blueprints, you guys get out of that. That's the old, way of thinking and being. You need to just be. And I looked and I said, wow, she's speaking from her universe. From her universe. And I aligned with her awareness of what was aligned with her. Didn't discourage or deter me in what I'm doing because I'm in my universe. Do you guys understand that concept? Each of you are operating from your own universe. Everything exists from your universe. So when we made this agreement to meet up with these beings, and we're going to support each other during this time because it gets a little lonely, right? I get a lot of people who sign up for sessions just because they want somebody to talk to because it is very lonely at this place of awareness. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But the end of your spiritual loneliness is here, you guys. It is time. The time has come now where you can be exactly who you are. You don't have to sugarcoat it, camouflage it, hide it. You ain't got to do that no more. Because here comes for some of you, your twin flames are coming, which is the other half of your soul, baby. They coming to unite and say, hey, I'm here. I got you. Yeah, because the next path won't be walked alone. Your team is assembling all of the players in your next part of your path right now. They're assembling, the connections are being made to show how you guys are going to connect. This recent moon is designated to do this, to highlight and illuminate these paths. And your outer world, this is the key point right here. Your outer world is now being cleared of all 3D obstacles. Do y'all understand what that means? Your outer world right now is being cleared of all 3D obstacles. I'm talking about fear. I'm talking about jealousy. I'm talking about sadness. I'm talking about hate. I'm talking about um um like discomfort, uncertainty, like all of these obstacles that have stood in the way of you propelling forward, they're now being cleared away based on where you are now, where you're vibrating and operating at on this frequency. And so because these things are being cleared out, because they're being cleared out, that ego, baby, that ego, jealousy, and fear. Hold on now. I say they're being cleared out, but I gotta wind it back. I gotta keep winding it back tonight. Ego, jealousy, and fear, baby, they still present on this current timeline. I hate to bust y'all bubble, but ego, jealousy, and fear are still here on the same timeline. Now, why you think they still lingering around? Why y'all think that? Because that jealousy and that fear comes from those who are still around us, who are choosing not to awaken, choosing not to be a part of this part of the simulation. And so there's a little bit of fear that lingers because they don't know what y'all doing and why you're doing it, and all that. Okay. Then there's a little jealousy and envy because it's like, what you mean? You got to do something different, and they don't want to do it. So jealousy and fear are lingering on this timeline. See, some of you may not realize it, but you've been cloaked in invisible protection, baby. Y'all got a whole cloak over y'all that can't nobody see in the spiritual realm, that's covering many of you and protecting you. A lot of you are going to see confirmation of this invisible protection. Now, let you say, Dr. Dawn, what you got to do to get some of this invisible protection? Because I want to know. You know, everybody be talking about you got to be chosen. You got to be all this. Let me tell you what it takes to get this invisible protection. You merely have to be awakened and in an awareness that you are moving beyond where you've been and that you are a powerful being that is divinely guided and protected, baby. And you got the cloak. You got it automatically. How do we know we got this divine invisible cloak of protection? A lot of you are going to start seeing more animals, most spirit animals that are symbolic of this divine protection. Y'all gonna start seeing more hawks and eagles, baby, because they protect. They showing you in the energy that you radiate and that signal that your antenna is giving off. They saying divinely protected. Boom, cloak all around you, invisible, can't be touched. You're gonna see more of these animals, and they're gonna start coming into your awareness to remind you that you're being watched over. If you see them or you've seen them, that's why they're coming. The command, the order has been placed to flood this timeline with animals of protection. So the symbolism is there. They connect to the signal that your antenna is sending out. So when you see them, you'll know it's you radiating and they responding to the signal, because you have now heightened your spiritual immune system, baby. A lot of you have heightened it, and y'all are untouchable. Yes, y'all are. Somebody could be behind your back casting all kinds of everything. It's going to be shown to you. Somebody may come in your awareness and you may be like fooled for a second, but then it's going to be brought back to your awareness like, no, 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 no. Let's clarify. Y'all going to be protected. Y'all stop ignoring them nudges. Stop ignoring them feelings. Start asking for expansion of those feelings and those nudges, because you got that cloak of protection, which says you got to be given more insight, more detailed information, more security, if you will. I told you, y'all the new celebrities. Baby, y'all walking with a whole entourage of security, but you got to use them. You got to use them. These angel numbers getting ready to start popping up again, but they're going to mean something different on this timeline. Let's review, shall we? Let's review these angel numbers. 777, what we knew that to be. Baby, that meant luck. Didn't it? We know 888 meant abundance. For a lot of people, money, wealth on the way. But 777 mean, baby, you luck. Baby, them ain't you divinely like covered, protect. Like 777 was just the good stuff, right? Well, guess what? 77 now means you are cleared to perform your mission, baby. You see 777 now, okay, clearance granted. Hit it. When you see these numbers, I want y'all to jump into a new level of awareness. 999. Now it means will indicate the end of an old timeline. Yeah. Yeah. When you see 999, old timeline ended. Y'all remember that 1111 or 111? Now when you see it, it means it's the beginning of a new timeline, baby. Yeah. The meaning of these numbers has changed. Y'all got to understand. Y'all got to understand. If we're on a new timeline, now y'all putting up numbers I ain't said. I'm telling you the numbers that you're going to see. Don't be giving me all the angel numbers you can think of. I'm giving you the popular ones that's going to pop up now, because they're going to symbolize and indicate as a result of this invisible cloak where you are. They're going to let you know when the old timeline ended. They're going to let you know when the new timeline is beginning. They're going to let you know when it's time to start your mission. Those are the three things that they're coming to tell you. That's why I gave you the three sets of angel numbers, 777, 999, 111. I gave you those three because those are the ones that are getting ready to pop up into your awareness now more than ever. I didn't give y'all 444. I didn't give you 555. I didn't give you 8. I gave you 777, 999, and 111. When you see them now, put these new meanings with them. Somebody said, Dr. Dawn, say it one more time. 777, you are cleared to perform your mission. You cleared now. 999, your old timeline has ended, totally ended. 111, you're at the beginning of a new timeline, a new one. So when y'all see these now, when you see them now, somebody say, I keep seeing 999. Okay, they letting you know your old timeline is done, completed. Now, don't be surprised if you see 777 next, and it means, okay, get up. It's time to start your mission. 111 will come right after that. Come on, you're on a new timeline. Let's go. I'm bringing these into your awareness because y'all will see these. Y'all be like, oh, money coming. Oh, it's the beginning of an of old cycle, or it's new beginnings, or it's this. That. I'm giving y'all to. I'm giving it to y'all. So be on the lookout for those new number sequences. We are now shattering the illusion that we were in of the past, the present, the future. We were in that illusion that kept us in cycles, the past, the present, the future. I have to catch myself now when I'm talking about timelines to kind of steer clear of that whole reference of past, present, future, because I'm contributing to the loop. I'm contributing to the loop. Okay, let me address something real quick on TikTok. So, okay, on TikTok, somebody keeps saying I see 444 constantly. Okay, I'm going to clarify for you guys. I didn't say you would stop seeing the other angel numbers. Didn't say that. You'll still see them, but there's new meaning to these certain ones that I just pointed out. 444 still means angels are all around you. They have a message for you. Listen closely. You're being divinely guided. 444 doesn't change. I told you the ones that have changed in meaning. So you're going to still see, most of you will still see a lot of them. It's just that the meaning has changed for some of the other ones. And I wanted you guys to be in awareness now, because if you're on this new timeline, it's going to resonate a little differently with these new meanings. Okay. All right. All right. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So, as you jump into these new timelines, because you guys got to understand, I know it seems like we are always talking about new timelines, but you have to keep jumping and shifting timelines to continue to evolve. You don't evolve by staying on the same timeline. You're constantly shifting, you're constantly aligning, you're constantly experiencing. So you'll be shifting and moving timelines the entire time that you are here. All right. Hold on a second. Y'all make see, I usually wait to the end and do comments, but y'all comments now I think are triggering me a little bit. So now I'm having to stop and address them. So Unicorn Holly says 777 always meant expansion for us, but that ain't what I said it meant right now. I said it meant it's time for your mission. That's specific. It's time to start your mission. I say nothing about expansion in general, but I said time to start a mission. That's very distinct now. Okay. Okay. All right. I had to get that one out, y'all. Ooh, this is getting good. This is getting good. All right. So many of you, like going back to my timelines, my past, present, and future. Look, y'all laughing at me over there on TikTok. Baby, I gotta get the people together. We gotta get the people together on this new timeline. Many of you who realize that you are jumping and shifting and constantly moving on timelines, you know that that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. You're not moving forward, you're not moving back, you're just shifting to another one. There is an infinite number of timelines for y'all to be on, an infinite number. You can't say, oh, once I jump to the 20th timeline, I'm done. No, 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 no. You're going to keep jumping and keep jumping and keep shifting. Baby, it's fun to shift on them because then you get to see what you doing and how you doing it and how you are different at every point in your awareness. Okay? You guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, you've been training to become master manifestors. That's what this whole experience is about. How can we become master manifestors and manifest what we want on command in a split second, in a moment's notice, like they do on other planets? How can we get the frequency to align with us and our evolution so that we can be master manifestors? And until we become master manifestors and we can do that, we're going to keep on shifting and keep on going through these timelines. Mm-hmm. That's what y'all gonna do. I might just say tap out. I might tap out and say, okay, that's enough for me. Game over. Done played it. Had my fun. Now, you guys also understand that as you jump timelines and frequency, a lot of things are going to start changing in your experience. Yeah, a lot of things are going to start changing. One of the things that's going to start changing is your appearance. Y'all get ready to start looking younger. You got to look younger as you change timelines and frequencies because you're going to be filled with such a vibrancy in your frequency that it's going to release so much dense energy that it's going to pull all the aging in the process that was occurring to you prior to the jump. Y'all better come on. Look over here on YouTube. Over here on YouTube, I was getting frazzled because I can't get my filter to work on YouTube. I always say I ain't gonna use no filter, but sometimes I'll be like, I gotta use one. It has not been letting me use that enhancement process. I've been getting mad, so mad. I was Googling trying to see how to do it. And my husband said, maybe the universe trying to tell you, turn it off, leave the filter alone, ride with it. I said, well, don't you hate when people come back and share and put your words, turn your words back at you? I said, okay, maybe so. I still got my filter on TikTok. It's glowing over there, but I ain't got one over here on YouTube because I can't get it to work. So what you see is what you get. It's what you get. Except for my hair, though. Y'all know Dr. Dawn got to add that. I got to put that on there. But you're going to start noticing. You're going to start noticing some changes in your appearance, okay? Now, as you guys are noticing changes in your appearance, you're going to obviously notice changes in your internal self. How many of you over the last couple of I would say a week, let's say a week to 2 weeks, have y'all been noticing y'all shifting in your emotional capacity and awareness? Like you could feel real good, be about a good 10 minutes of feeling good. Then you done got angry, or you done got like frustrated, or some anxiety creeping. You start worrying about stuff. It's like it's going all over the place. Y'all getting that? People experiencing it? Yeah, let me tell y'all. I got a little insight on that for y'all. So, Dr. Dawn was experiencing that, and I'm of middle age. I am. So I just say, oh, it's one of these things. One of these things is happening anatomically to me as I'm being middle aged, going through some stuff, right? So I just wrote it out. My spirit team said, sit down for a second. So I sat down. They said, how you feel? I'm all right now. They say, watch this. Sit. I sat. Then what happened? I felt light. I felt good. I said, "Ooh, this is good. Keep it coming." They said, "Now watch this." Then all of a sudden, I started thinking about something I wanted to do but I couldn't do. I ain't gonna tell y'all what that is. And then I got pissed off. I got mad. And then they said, "Watch this." So then I waited a second or two. Then I felt sad. I started thinking about my mother being gone. And then I started to, my eyes teared up. I said, wait a minute, who doing this? What y'all doing? They say, we playing with y'all emotions. I said, what you mean you playing with them? They said, we are actually calibrating you guys to where your emotions not just can be triggered, but your emotions can be stimulated to assist you in evolving and shifting frequency. I say, I don't understand. I'm gonna need y'all to break that down for me so I can break it down for the people. So they said, Dawn, we just had you go through 4 different emotions. Those 4 different emotions have 4 different frequencies. Okay. They said, we are showing you that you can switch frequencies at a moment's notice. Well, I said, well, I've been doing that. Sometimes I can pull it back. I can like course correct. I've been course correcting for a while. I've been telling y'all that. I'll get all hot and bothered. Then something, I hear that little voice that'll pull me back. And then they said, no, this ain't course correcting. This ain't course correcting. This is taking and aligning and connecting with your inner power. I said, I still don't get it. They said, well, let's keep it going for you. Let's keep explaining and expanding this to you. They said one of the things that you all too, you beings, the beings there on earth will have to be able to do is to be able to shift in a moment, not only to be telepathic, but to be telekinetic. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. They say these series of abilities that are coming towards you guys are very closely connected to the processes that you guys use to shift to emotions at different frequencies. The same process that you go through to do that, you go through to do telekinetic and telepathic. The pathways that you use to do that are the same ones that you're using to switch between emotions. So we're taking these pathways, and we're expanding them, we're calibrating them, we're moving them, we're widening them so that telekinesis and telepathy will be at your fingertips and easily accessible for you to use. I said, "Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute." So they said, ask the people if they're experiencing it. Ask them if they getting all these shifts in emotions because they playing with it. They do, playing with your emotions, doing the pathway, open it up. Okay, let's move this, connect that, move that over, turn that around. Okay, now let's see what happens when we do it. Okay, they getting ready to cry. Got that one. Let's take this one. Let's move that over. Let's order. Now let's see. Now they pissed off. Okay, got it. Let's move. Okay, we can reconnect. They're responding to the reconnections. Okay, let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing and rewire them as it relates to the channels and the systems that they need to be able to, I'm gonna say, penetrate through this come on, spirit, come on, you had me going, like, to penetrate through this grid that is in front of them so that they can connect to the right pathways to get the signal to and from for telepathic communication. Let's do it. Let's take it, let's reroute it. And they're doing it. The next thing you know, y'all ain't paying attention because Dr. Dawn wasn't until they brought this to my awareness. About 15 minutes later, here come my husband in the room. I say, "You're not getting no Doritos." He said, "Girl, what you talking about?" I said, "Because you thinking about them Doritos, ain't you?" He said, "No." He said, "Go on and start practice on somebody else doing your stuff." Baby, he came back in that room about 10 minutes later. He said, "But for real though, do we got some Doritos?" That's what he said. I said, "Baby, I saw them Doritos just as clear as day." When he came up them steps, he walked up them steps, that bag of Doritos flashed right into my awareness. See, my spirit guy said, and there you have it. I was still sitting in that same spot they told me to sit in. They said, "Just sit here." And they was doing all these different emotions. And then here he comes. And I saw that bag of Doritos just clear as day. Now somebody will be like, "Dawn, that's clairvoyance." It is clairvoyance. But I not only saw the Doritos, I got the message and the awareness I want. So it's like he was saying, I want the Doritos. I heard I want, and then I saw the bag of Doritos. That was telepathy at its finest. See, I scared him. He better stop playing with me, baby. Because if I can get it, I can get it. Let me tell you about telepathy. See, my team been playing with me with telepathy for a while. They turn it on when I need to use it. I've never used it intentionally, only just when it is needed and it's turned on in the middle, in the moment for me to use. Now I'm learning how to be intentional with it. That's where this rewiring came in, and this, let's play with her emotions. Let's do this. Let's turn this. Let's move this. Let's do it. Because now it's intentional. Now I'll be able to tap in and say, "Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what this person's sitting over there thinking about. Because I don't like how they looking at me. Let me tap in. Let me tap in." See, they don't need to give Dr. Dawn that ability. They don't need to do that. They don't need to do that. But they know when you're ready and when you're not. And they know what to allow you to tap into when you're ready. So up until now, mine has been for, I'm going to say, let's just say, for work purposes. When I'm doing my sessions, my classes, I can tap in when it's needed. When it's needed. I'm not intentionally trying to. It is divinely, like, the pathway is opened so that I can do it. But now it's being rewired and reworked so it can be intentional. A lot of you are getting rewired so you can do it intentionally. Do you understand now why I told you guys last week I said, enjoy reading books. You guys enjoy writing books, reading books, because we're not going to need books after a while. You won't. The same way you're tapping into telepathic information through other human beings, you're going to do it with beings beyond the veil. So if you need to know information, let's say for all of you who follow Dolores Cannon's work and you want to know some information about that, you will just you'll communicate with her telepathically. You'll do that. I mean, we're doing that now when we channel, but it's going to be more of like a telepathic communication like I'm doing with you right now. And you have but just to turn it on and say, hey, let me call Dolores. You see? Yeah. So you guys understand when you're going through these series of different emotions, there's a whole rewiring process taking place. And there's a whole kind of testing that's taking place. And so you have but to, in the moment, you can do like I did and ask, what you doing this for? Like, why am I going through this? Like, what is this related to? And what you have but to ask. You'll be told, you'll be shown. So you guys recognize that your cosmic intelligence, you got to understand, we got intelligence over here. We got the Central Intelligence Agency. We got our CIA over here at the United States, right? Y'all are cosmic beings who have access to cosmic intelligence. And how do you obtain that cosmic and intelligence than to have these abilities activated? Telepathy and telekinesis ain't gonna be nothing for y'all. Ain't gonna be nothing for you to share information telepathically, move things around telekinetically to bring them in over to you. We doing it already. It's just many of you are not doing it intentionally. Not doing it intentionally. That's where we are now, being more intentional with using our divine antennas. So now on this new timeline, as you're moving and you're moving forward and you're moving in this ascension path, we're going to move probably out of ascension, the thoughts of it. Like, how we talk about the ascension symptoms and we share what the symptoms are because, they constantly change as we upgrade and, things like that. The symptoms for us are kind of all over the place right now. They're all over the place because it is hitting many of us very differently, these frequencies. I think about us all signing up to come here during this time and experience this. And I don't know what we was all on, but we said we could handle it. We went through the preparation to get here to participate in it, but we said we could handle it. And for the most part, we are handling it. But we always want to know what's next. We keep wanting to be in the know. Y'all stop wanting to be in the know. Just flow. Actually, you got to just flow. Don't try to be in the know. Have y'all noticed Dr. Dawn has not mentioned nothing about Three Eye Atlas? I ain't talked about it really. I ain't went in on it in depth. I haven't shared anything with it. My antenna right now is not calibrated towards Three Eye Atlas. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That doesn't mean there's not information to be shared, but that's not the information coming through my channel to share. So recognize on your mission, your path, your purpose, what is coming through your channel to share. Because see, it ain't a one-stop shop for all things spiritual when it comes to each of you. Each of you are being prepped, being coordinated, activated for specific things that are aligned with your soul. Your soul. You don't have to be in the know about all things spiritual. You don't have to share information about all things spiritual or what's going on in the awareness in the higher dimensions for all things at all times. You can't do all that yet. You're still being wired, if you will, to be that channel that antenna, that cosmic source of all information. You're still going through the process to get this avatar to the point where it's not as dense as it is, so it can hold all of this information. So for now, hold what is provided to you or illuminated for you to share. I love that. Look at this. On TikTok says, don't worry about what others channel. Your assignment is divinely yours. That's it. That's it. Everybody is here in their uniqueness. No two people here have the same mission. None of us. I don't care how similar you think it is. I don't care how it resonates. Somebody else resonate. It is not similar to yours in no way, because it's only one of your souls, and it's only the imprints in your soul are only available on your soul. Ain't nobody had your journey but you. A lot of people I see over here on TikTok, on YouTube, saying I can't sleep. Y'all normalize sleeping in 2-hour intervals. Start making it normal. You're going to sleep for 2 hours, wake up. Sleep 2, wake up. Sleep 2, wake up. About 2 hours is what it's taking now for these avatars to recalibrate, reboot, and to be worked on, if you will. They're working on our avatars. And if you had to interpret it, it's in 2-hour intervals here on Earth. 2 hours. They work on us for 2 hours, say, okay, get up, go get some water, stretch, use the bathroom, come on back. Work on it 2 more hours. Y'all get up, go work. 2-hour intervals. Y'all experiencing that? I'm here to tell you, normalize it. Chosen 144 says, I've been in 2-hour intervals for about a month. Okay. Yeah. Y'all not alone. You're not alone. Understand it. You're going to be like, ooh, my kidneys must be messed up. Ooh, this. You're going to start diagnosing yourself from the human aspect of it. And I'm not saying don't seek medical attention if you feel like you got something wrong, but I want you to realize you're not alone if you are experiencing the every 2 hours. And if y'all think about it, this is what I want y'all to do. When y'all wake up in these 2 hours, now that I made you aware of this, get up, and when you wake up, the first thing comes to your thought process when you wake up, because that's usually what they've been working on before you wake up while you were asleep. That's what they're working on. Like I got up last night. I think I got up at 4. No, I got up this morning at 4 a.m. And I was visualizing some people jumping rope. I said, what the heck? Why am I visualizing people jumping rope? Now I'm talking to myself in my head while I'm going to the bathroom, because that's what I'm doing at 4 a.m. And I'm like, why am I seeing people jumping rope and jumping and moving? And then I saw like this rope, and then I saw like a ball, then I saw a bag, and then it started getting clear. I start seeing punching, I started seeing what, and then y'all saw on my social media today, I was punching a bag and kicking. Baby, they was telling me, they was giving me insight and guidance into how they wanted me to shift and move energy today, that had been shifted and moved around in my body this morning. They needed me to add additional physical exertion to it so that this integration could be complete in terms of what they were doing with the rewiring. I said, okay, I got it. Let me get up and box and kick today. That's why I sent y'all a video of me kickboxing today, because they at 4 a.m. they gave me the vision when I went to the bathroom. See, that's how it's gonna work. Y'all think about, or not think about, be aware of what comes to your awareness when y'all getting up in these 2-hour intervals. It's usually a message for you, a directive, or insight into what's being worked on or cleaned up in you during the 2 hours. Y'all make this fun. Y'all, it gets good. Baby, every day is a mystery when you're going through ascension and awakening. Every day is new. Every day is fresh. Dr. Dawn been going through this for quite some time now, and every day I am made aware of something new. It's not a day that goes by I don't get something new. It's never going to stop. Never going to stop. Somebody over here on TikTok says my partner and I practice uttering each download out loud throughout the night so we remember. I like that. Teamwork. Teamwork. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Somebody over here on YouTube says, I've been hearing music with clear lyrics when I wake up. There you go. That's the message right there. Good deal. See, when they wake y'all up at the end of that 2-hour interval, they got your attention. They got it right then. So you're going to get the input, the insight, the message, the what right there. So if y'all like Dr. Dawn, I wake up. Let me tell y'all, I may go to bed about maybe 10, 11. Let's say I go to bed 11. I'm going to wake up at 1, 3, and 5. Them ones, 1, 3, and 5. And at 1, 3, and 5, I'm gonna get insight. I'm gonna get insight, or I'm gonna get some thoughts about something being brought to my awareness. And usually, whatever it is, it's usually related to something that has been removed, a memory that has been removed, or some insight into something that's coming, or a directive of something I need to do, something that they're requiring me to do. It's one of the three usually. So you guys start tuning into that. You're no different than Dr. Dawn. That's why we share these experiences so that you can become aware and enlightened, because you're never anywhere you're not supposed to be. And if you're watching this live or this replay, this information was supposed to come to you right now, whether you're using it or not, because it will be imprinted in your soul so that it can be retrieved when it is needed. If this information is resonating with you guys, please like this video. Like it now, like it now, like it now. If you're watching a replay, make sure you like this video. See, I learned something. I used to think when people do these social media things and they say, oh, type such and such and such and such in the comments to affirm that you're ready to like manifest. So you ready to this? I'd be like, oh, child, people think of anything. They just think of all kind of stuff just to get people to click or do this. Baby, my spirit guy said, no, 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 no. If you connect a spiritual, energetic tie to what you're doing, it will yield the outcome you seek. I said, well, what you talking about? What you mean when you say that? They say if you tell your people watching you to put a star in the comments if you are ready to see what spirit is trying to show you without a shadow of a doubt. They say when they put that star in there, they are putting out an energetic signal to the universe to confirm their actions and their requests, and there it is. They are initiating the momentum for it to come through. Anytime you make a request, you put a symbolic gesture behind it as a confirmation of what you want, you are signaling to bring it on in. I said, well, wait a minute. When I do these lives, I better start telling the people, y'all put a this in the chat if you agree. Y'all do this if this aligns with you. Y'all do this. I said, okay, I get it now. I get it. They said everything that you do is with intention and energetic backing. So start using your words, Dawn, when you are giving directives or sharing directives or requests with people so that it aligns with what they would like to do or receive energetically. Hey, we got it. Everything has a deeper meaning. Everything has a deeper meaning. We know that we are all energy. We know that we're just particles of energy all immersed together. So this energy is always working for us, through us. Y'all ready to start receiving cosmic intelligence? And for those of you who have been receiving cosmic intelligence, you ready to expand the information you're receiving? You ready to open up your antenna, make it broader, expand it wider, get more insight? You ready to have a mission that is very closely connected with your cosmic antenna, your cosmic abilities? Y'all put it in the chat if y'all ready. Say I'm ready. I'm ready. This one of them opportunities to do like my spirit guide said. There it is. And it shall be. And so it is, right? Questions, people. Hey, we got so many readies. We ready up in here. Yeah, y'all ready over there on TikTok? We ready. All right. You guys know we ending out the year of the snake. We're gonna talk about what's coming up next. We got that divine horse coming, baby. We're gonna talk about that divine horse a little bit next time. We're gonna talk about it because this year of the snake is closing out, baby, and we are shedding. Y'all, we done shed this year. I don't know about y'all, but I can feel the shedding. I can see the shedding. Yeah, look, they say, here come that fire horse. It's coming. Hey, yes, it is. We're going to close out the snake, though. Let's close out the snake, and then we're going to get into that fire horse. But we need to make sure that everybody is in awareness of what they have shed. See, it don't mean nothing if you don't even know what you shed or what you have shed. I want y'all to look at that because you got to give yourself grace and you got to give yourself applause because we've shed a lot this year, a whole lot. And we ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing yet. But we're a lot further along than we were last year this time. I want to invite all of you. I currently have a private chat that will be starting January 18th. Go to my website if you're interested. We will meet on Sundays. We will meet for 6 months. 6 months. You have the opportunity to just come as you please, in and out if you want, or you have the opportunity to sign up for all 6 chats. That's on my website at discoveringyourinnerlight.com. We're going to be talking about communicating with spirit. We're going to be talking about all things involving evolution. We're going to be talking about you moving along this path. And we're most of all going to provide a safe space to communicate and connect. Okay. That starts January 18th. You got a little while to sign up for that. I don't know when I'm going to cap it off. I don't like for my chats to be big. If you got 20, 30, 40 people in the chat, that ain't no chat for me. That ain't what we doing. I like intimacy. I like intimacy because I like everybody to talk and feel present and have a space and feel comfortable. So whenever that magic number comes and I cap it out, I cap it out. I ask my spirit team, y'all give me the number. Let me know. Should I stop? Do I go? That's how I do it. But that starts January 18th. I would love to see some of you in that chat. And we can talk a little bit more intimately, shall we, about spiritual concepts. I just had a chat group that ended yesterday. It was fun. It had a little cliffhanger at the end. They was ready for it. They wasn't ready for it. They had a little cliffhanger, but it was good. We had a good time in that chat. I want you guys to also be aware. I got to plug all my stuff right now because I got some promos going until the end of the year. Because then y'all know I don't like doing promo codes. I'm gonna go back to that in 2026, but I'm gonna end this year with some since I started it with some. I have my soul path and spiritual discovery sessions that are now out now. I'm being very intentional now with my one-on-one sessions. I want you guys to know where your soul has originated, what path your soul has traveled to get to where it is now on this timeline, and to discuss your spiritual journey right now and as it relates to where you're headed. That's a soul path and spiritual discovery session that is now offered. That's a one-on-one session. I also offer my Align and Shine program, honey. That is 4 weeks with Dr. Dawn. 30 days with me, honey. You ain't gonna be the same when you leave. We're going to go through some things that have been maybe hindering or blocking or preventing you from being in a place where you feel aligned. I'm giving you and illuminating some light on kind of where you are, your soul path, where you're going, what spirit is doing with you, some of your gifts, some of your abilities. Dr. Dawn gonna encourage you. She gonna pep talk. She gonna be a cheerleader, but she also gonna crack that whip too in these 4 weeks. So y'all go ahead and look at that. There's a promo code for that Align and Shine program. It is Align is the promo code, ALIGN, Align, all caps. That is the promo code for the Align and Shine program. That's 4 weeks with Dr. Dawn. Anybody who's ever worked with me, y'all know that's 4 good weeks. That's 4 good weeks. I ain't playing with y'all. And then we also have the classes that'll be starting. Step 1, step 2, step 3. The promo codes for each of those are coordinate with the class. So the code for step 1 is step 1. Code for step 2 is step 2. Code for step 3 class is step 3. The first class that starts January 13th. Oh God, y'all ain't even got the name of the classes. Lord have mercy. But step 1 is where you want to start when you want to like get to know your intuition and your intuitive self. Going to self-discover a little bit. Step 2 is going to enhance your abilities, introduce you to your abilities, tap into your abilities, practice your abilities. And step 3, baby, that's the advanced class. Come on, we're going advanced channel. We may do some telepathy. We're going to channel some higher dimensional realms. We're going to get real intentional with it in step 3. So you guys go to the website, read about this stuff. Y'all, I can't remember. I can't remember all this. But it got a lot of stuff going on right now. And I want you guys to be ready in 2026, baby. When we drop and we stop for that year, that horse, we're going to bring that horse in. We're going to bring it in, and we're going to bring it in intentionally in 2026. We're not getting ready to play with it no more. We're not getting ready to play with it because we're not on the timeline anymore to play with it. We are developing and evolving because we are aware that we here and we're going to do something. We're going to do something. Mission or no mission, you're going to do something. All right. Dr. Dawn, I loved y'all tonight. Y'all have been spectacular. I look forward to seeing you guys next Monday. Let's close out this 2025 calendar year that you humans use to indicate the year. That ain't the end of the year for me. We ain't got to the end of the year yet. Till we get to what? Till we get to what? That March, that Aries coming on in. So we got a little ways to go before we get to the beginning of the new year. But for this calendar year, this tax year, what we celebrating here, we're gonna end it out next week. And we're gonna end it out with this closing out this snake. Okay. All right. You guys have been great. I will see you next Monday. Until then, have a nice holiday for those of you who are doing your holiday thing. And I will see you next Monday. Ta ta.